Hello everyone, welcome to UPS Education. In this video, we are going to learn how to fill the application form for CUET, the Common Universities Entrance Test for Bachelor's Admission for undergraduate admission in different courses for all central universities and some other universities too. In this video, we are going to learn how to fill the application for the same. So first of all, we'll search upseducation.in. Will provide the link directly in the description box, so you can go and click on the link given in the description box. So we'll go here on update section and you have to scroll it little. You'll see an option of CUET, then scroll it down. You can read the details here as well related to CUET, the benefits and other details. Just go below, you'll see an option of click here to download CUET Information Bulletin 2022. Just click on this. Now we have the prospectus or bulletin in front of us for CUET 2022 for undergraduate courses and admissions. So we can scroll and see the list of all participating universities. Mainly the central universities are mentioned here, and then there are some other universities too. So you can scroll it down and you can read all the details here. You can see list of abbreviation, what they have covered in this prospectus, like introduction, examination scheme, eligibility, reservation, choices of cities, admit card, and so on. A lot of details are there. So you can scroll it down and you can read all the details carefully, and then you can move to the application form. You'll see now the important information and dates are given here. You can see the online application is open from 6th of April and it will be open till 6th of May 2022 up to 5 p.m. only. So those who are interested to filling in this application form, or those who are looking for admissions in undergraduate courses, they need to complete their online application form beforehand till 6th May 2022. Right, you can see all the details here, fee details and everything is given here. Now we'll click on this link here given in this prospectus, cuet.samarth.ac.in. So we'll click on this. Now we are on the page of Common University Entrance Test CUET 2022 for undergraduate courses. So you can see a lot of tabs are there, like home, information bulletin. If you click on this link, you'll again jump to the information bulletin. You can click here to see the syllabus. Syllabus mainly are given for the domain subject, so you can click on the view or download PDF to check the syllabus. Now we have option of universities. So in universities option, you can see all the universities available, and if you want to see the exam pattern, the eligibility, how, in which course if you wanted to apply, then what process you need to follow, what eligibility you need to follow, you can click here. Like simply I click on BHU, Banaras Hindu University, then you can see all the programs offered by this university, right, and their domain, journal, optional language mapped to the program. That means this course comes under which category of CUET. You can see all the details here, then the eligibility from the program. You can read all the details here carefully, and then you can move ahead. Okay, so we'll see this. Simply we can go here. I'll give you an example so that it will be easier to understand, like how to select the papers while filling up this application form. So let's suppose if you want to apply for BHU for BA Psychology Honors, so you can see a degree program here, BA Honors and BA Honors Social Sciences. Actually they have not mentioned specifically BA Psychology Honors because they have a lot of subjects in the social sciences stream. So you can see here, like they have courses like economics, history, political science, sociology, psychology, mathematics, and so on. So the eligibility, if you are applying any of these programs for BHU, BA Honors program, so you have to follow this eligibility section. So you have to follow this specific pattern for the exam in CUET. That means it is mentioned here, those who want to apply here, they are required to opt section A, which is for language, Hindi or English, and section 3, which is journal test. So the combination becomes here 1 language paper and section 3, which is journal test. So this is the thing which you need to fill when you will select a course over there. Now move ahead. So if you are a new applicant, you can click here on register, and if you have already registered, then you need to click on sign in. Before that, I'll tell you that this is application guide which will help you to understand the process of filling on application step by step, so you can read this also for a better clarity. So now let's example, I have not visited this website earlier and I'm coming here for the first time. Then I'll click on register. You can, again, there is an option of download information bulletin. You can click on this to read more detail. You can follow the instructions given here. Just scroll it down and you have to click here. I have downloaded the information bulletin and read and understood everything, and then you need to click here to click and proceed. Now the application or registration form actually is in front of us. We'll be writing down the name here. So I'm just filling this form for the demo purpose, but you make sure whatever you are writing here, that detail should be as per your 10th class certificate. So I'm just quickly fill this form. Select your date of birth here. Select identity type here. You can select any of these and enter the detail accordingly. Now the next stage is your present address. Fill up the address here. Fill sub-locality. Now select country, state, district, and enter the area pin code here. Now you need to enter an email ID. Enter the correct email ID here. Now enter mobile number. And enter alternate mobile number. And the next option is permanent address. You can fill the permanent address separately. Otherwise, if your permanent address is same as your present address, you can click on this checkbox. It's already filled. Now you need to choose a password here. So create a password. Confirm the password. Select a security quotient accordingly. And give the answer for the same. And last, there is a captcha given, security pin. Just enter this carefully. Now click on submit button. Oops, there was something mistake, so you can check here. So your password should be appropriate. It should be the combination of letters, special character, and numeric digit. So I'll select it accordingly. And then I'll rewrite this password here. Now, okay, so I have filled all the details. Now click on submit. When I click on submit, it will display or it will provide you a preview of your online registration form. You need to check all the details given here, and then you have to click on this checkbox that you have verified all the details filled by you is correct. Now click here that I have read all the details and have filled all the details carefully. Okay. Yeah, so a pop-up comes which says please verify your details. I click OK. So it's done now. An OTP will be sent to your registered mobile number. You have to enter that OTP here to move ahead. Okay, so I'll enter the OTP here and then enter the security pin. Now click on submit. You have completed one stage, which is registration. Now the next stage is your application form. So now you need to complete your application form, and then third and final stage is your application fee payment. So now we'll continue from here, continue application form. Okay, so you can see some details are already filled, which you have filled there, and then you need to fill other things accordingly. Select your category, whether you belong from unreserved category, OBC, SC, scheduled caste, ST or EWS. So select accordingly, and then if you are a PWB candidate or something, so select all these details accordingly and then proceed further. Just fill this details carefully. It should not be wrong. Okay, now so we have filled all these details here. Now we'll click on save. Okay, so you can preview all the details which you filled here. Check all the details accordingly. If you want to update any section, you can click here update personal form and you can update. Otherwise, we'll move ahead. Click here proceed to next section. Now, and in this section, the first stage is your 10th or equivalent educational detail. So whether your 10th result is declared, you passed or not. So click here. Obviously you will be passed, that's why you're filling the form for CUET. Now passing year you need to select. Qualifying exam, place of schooling, it was a rural or urban area. Now type of school, government, private, KV or whatever. So you can select here all the details. Qualifying country, India or outside India. So select all this detail accordingly. Now here the board. So select the board accordingly from which board you have completed your 10th. Almost all the boards is given here, so select accordingly. If you not find your board here, you can click on this section other and then you can complete, but I hope you will find all the boards mentioned here only. Okay, so you can select, if you are from CBSE board, you can select here Central Board of Secondary Education. Now school name and address, pin code, your 10th roll number and result mode, whether you have your marks in percentage or grade. If it is in grade, then select the maximum grade, which can be 10, and obtain grade. And next is percentage. So to find out the percentage, you can multiply this CGPA from 9.5. So you can multiply your CGPA by 9.5 and you can fill the percentage here. Now your 12th detail will be here. Select the status, whether your result has been declared, that means you passed or not, or if you are appearing, that means you are writing your exam, maybe you have written your exam but result is awaited. So in this case you can select appearing, or if you have passed then passed. Okay, now select all the details again, quite similar to the 10th. Keep select all these options. Now click on save to move ahead. You have filled your educational detail. Next stage is university, selection of university and program selection. Now see the details here. Preview. If you want to update any section, you can click here on update education form and you can update. Otherwise click on proceed and next. I'll click on here. So this section is important, where you need to select your university and program. So let example you want to apply in Delhi University or maybe any other university listed here, so you will select their name from here. Okay, so University of Delhi is here, you can see. So you have selected the university. Now which program of Delhi University you want to get admission, so select the program here. So let example I have selected BA Honours Psychology. Click here to add. So now you can see here this program is added to your form. Now if you want to apply in the same Delhi University in any other course, maybe in physics honors, so you click here physics and then select. Maybe you want to apply for any other, right? Like let's example applied psychology. You'll select and add. So you can select the courses and university from here. Maybe you have filled for Delhi University, now you want to get admission in other university too, right? So you will select the university name from here. For example, if anyone wants to apply in Aligarh Muslim University, AMU, you will select university here, select the program and add course. Now I'll change the university again, like Banaras Hindu University, BHU. Select here and select the course. I am interested in psychology program, then you can select from this section here. So if anyone wants to apply in BA Honours Psychology, you have to select BA Honours Social Sciences from here and click on add. Similarly, you can add any university in which you are seeking for admission, and we have to move accordingly. Like Jamia Millia Islamia, select here, select program in which course you want to get admission and click here. Now just note this program which you have filled here, because you must know the eligibility, like what form you need to appear, so select it accordingly. Fine. Now click here for the university program selection, right? You have selected this. Click here next, click here to proceed next section, or if you want to add any other course, you can click on update program and you can move ahead. Now I'll click on proceed to next. You can see some details are mentioned related to the test papers. So you can see there is 2 slot. First slot, maximum 4 tests you can choose, and second slot where you can select maximum 5 tests. So how we need to select the course, how we need to select the test papers. Let example, I have mentioned there, or I have mentioned earlier in this video, that if you want to take admission in BHU, then you have to clear one language paper. You can select any of the language as per your interest, and then they're asking for journal test. So in this case you have to select this journal test. Okay, you do not need to fill anything else apart from this. This will be applicable for only BHU BA Honors program. But at the same time, I have also filled in this form Delhi University. So according to Delhi University qualification for bachelor's in psychology, they are asking for one language program, which I have already selected from here. Then they are asking for 3 domain paper. Any 3 domain paper you can select. So let example, I'll select one is psychology. Okay, then I'll select one more. You can select any of the subject which you like more. I'll select history, and now you can select, as mentioned in first slot, you can select maximum test papers. So these are the maximum test 4 papers which you can select in slot 1. Also you can see that a candidate can choose maximum of any 3 languages from section 1, I1 and section IB taken together. Here you can see about the examination. It is mentioned examination will be taken in 2 or more slots on different days depending on the subject test taken by candidate. So if you are filling the test paper more than 4, then you will be giving the exam in 2 slots. That means you will be giving the exam on 2 different days. First day you will be giving the exam for first slot, and second day for the second slot. Second day might be any other day which will be informed by NTA later. Okay, so now as I mentioned, for DU, if you want to apply, you do not need to go for journal test, but it is necessary for BHU. So that's why I have filled for BHU also. So I'll select journal test as well. And for DU, there was a requirement that one language, which I have already selected, 3 domain paper, any 3 subjects. So one psychology, second history I have selected. You can select any as per your requirement. And then we need to select one more course from here. I have selected, for just for an example, home science. Now I have completed the requirement of DU as well as BHU. So similarly, you have to check the requirement of universities, and then you have to fill this section accordingly. And now I'll click on this verification that I have declared. I have selected the above subject for CUET examination and understood that selected subject is not liable to change or modify it later. So you just read it, you just select this carefully and click on save button. Now you have to select this section if it is not applicable for you, so just select not applicable. You can't leave it blank, so you just need to select this thing. Okay, now we have selected, click on save. You can see the preview of your form here for this section. If you want to update, again click on update, otherwise proceed to next section. Now we have the examination center choice option. So exam medium you have to select. There is 13 languages in which you can write the exam, so select the exam paper medium accordingly. Only one medium you need to select. Now the preference, the city preference or preference of cities where you want to get admissions. First I have selected Delhi. Second preference you need to select. It could not be same, you have to change. So select the city preference accordingly. You can select accordingly. Now you have selected all the 4 city preferences. Now click on save. Now we have almost filled this application form. I'll click on next. Now the next is, so next stage is upload your photograph or documents, where you need to upload 3 documents mainly. One, your photographs, second, your signature, third, your 10th mark sheet. And then you need to click on proceed to preview section. When you will click on the proceed to preview section, a preview form will be available for you, and after that you can check all the detail filled by you, and then you can move ahead, make the payment of this application form. Once you have made the payment for the application form, that means you have successfully submitted your application form. You can take a printout of it for you. Keep this with you for future reference. Exam dates are not mentioned yet, but most probably the exam will take place in second week of July as per the NTA notification. So all the best for all those students and candidates who are going to appear in this common university entrance test for the first time. Best of luck. If you have any doubt, any query, just comment your doubts in comment box or you can email. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe our channel UPS Education.